Good evening, and welcome back to Episode 1 of our HellGate Beta Playtest. Tonight's episode, Nightlife. When we last left off, our three unlikely companions is a very strong word to use for this group, but acquaintances all have their own agenda to be fulfilled for tonight's activities. Peter looking to satisfy his revenant vendetta, looking for his prize target, while Sneaks wants to maybe earn himself a little extra chips in the process, but has also gotten himself a little too deep. Now with gene splicing nanos injected into his system. If he doesn't see this through, he may find himself biting off more than he can chew. And Abe, our stoic yet quiet kraken, who just wishes to have his harbor left alone and not have to deal with the busy rustle and bustle of speeders flying through his harbor. This eventually left us at Scarlet Fever, a well-known vampire nightclub here within Chicago. This nightclub has a very specific, special AI capable to be put into a vehicle and allow them to operate unmanned. Cheating, essentially, in this race. But, with that being said, they have just now entered into the establishment, and only the night will let us know what is in store for them. So, as you enter into this club, it is in full swing. As you were able to tell from the outside, it is rather busy, packed. People seem to be enjoying their nightly excursion. You can also see that many of the mortals in here are here for a very particular reason. Vampires have a very natural allure to mortals, almost drawn to them like a Venus flytrap. They can be seductive, intoxicating, almost like a drug. Humans are often easy prey for vampires. Unfortunately, in order for a vampire to properly feed, they need that blood to be clean and nano-free. So, a lot of the humans in here are fresh. Now, what do the three of you like to do now that you've entered into the club?
Where do we go from here?
Not much of a plans guy myself, but...
Well, the thing is you are gonna follow my friend Tiff here, because you are our ticket in.
Yeah, actually, if you want to just come with me, that's gonna wait. I'll go up into the VIP, talk with him, see if he's in the mood to see you all right now. If not, maybe you just mingle for a while until he's ready. So, why don't you all come with me and I'll see if he's ready.
I want to follow too.
She turns and looks at Sneaks. Your friends don't talk a lot, do they?
They take a minute to warm up to you, but once they get up, they're real party animals.
Right, okay. Notice that as you push your way through the crowd, the smell of sweat, the heat from the bodies mixing within the dance club, the smell of strong liqueur, And of course, the ever occasional chill, cold wind as you pass the presence of another undead. Eventually, you find your way towards a set of stairs that lead up to a balcony overlooking the dance. As you approach, you can see that there appears to be an individual. Must be security. You lock eyes with them. Rather unique looking individual. Long hair pulled back into multiple braids. You see they have a huge beard. Goes down to maybe their belly. They have sort of a round, almost plump look to them. But as you approach, you can quickly tell as soon as you see them, at least you can as well, Peter, as you can recognize that they appear to be another undead. However, he doesn't quite have the vampiric traits. However, Abe, could you give me a insight roll?
If I forget, what if I don't have anything in the insight?
So if you don't have anything in it, it's going to be a 10%.
Didn't get it.
Okay. Go ahead and add 1 XP to your insight. Even when you fail a skill, you'll still always gain 1 XP towards that. Now, see the individual sort of eye both of you. Well, I recognize her. Who are the three of you?
Fans of the late night activities that go on all around here. Curious, if you would.
Tiff looks towards him. Half-Thor, these are my friends. I'm just going to go up, speak with the master, see if he's sort of expecting them. Alright, go on up. Until I hear word back, though, they stay down here. Yeah, no problem. As that Tiff looks towards you, I'll be right back.
I'll motion to the side. So what exactly is going to happen here?
Oh, I have no idea. I was just trying to get you guys in the door. You said get in the door. I got you in the door. Then you guys have your storm the gates plan. But,
You do whatever you need to do when you're in there.
maybe we should wait downstairs. You can, try to locate that AI.
Are you saying this right in front of the security guard?
we're
This is like very quiet.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Guess I'll be a distraction then.
Nice.
We could try to make this quick. I don't really like all the bright lights, and it's really loud in here. I don't like that either.
Yeah, not a lot of shadows to hide in.
No, there isn't.
Notice that within a few moments, Tiff seems to come back down the stairs. She looks towards you. The Half-Thor, he's ready for him. Looks, kind of steps off to the side. Going up.
Have fun, buddy.
I'll push past him.
As you push back, you actually make your way up into a more secluded area. You actually hear the sound of the heavy beat of the music begin to dampen out as a more very slow, melodic, chill tune begins to play throughout the halls upstairs. Tiff turns and looks towards you, and she almost kind of like motions you to follow her.
Follow.
As you walk through the halls, you see that there's doors lined up on this hallway, right and left. You can hear the sound of erotic noises. You can hear the sound of moaning, pleasure. You even hear the occasional crack of a whip. So make your way to the end of the hallway. Notice that she pushes the door open, And as you come into the room, you see there appears to be a rather well-dressed individual. Very sharp suit, appears to have Asian features. His hair appears to be dyed bleach white. His bottom jaw looks to be completely replaced with some sort of cybernetic augmentation. His lower canines are protruding up, almost look more like tusk. See as you walk in. So, this is the Kraken. Please, have a seat. Watch as he smiles and you can see his bared fangs.
I'll scan the room. How many are there?
How many people are in the room? Well, you see there's this individual. There appears to be Tiff. You also can see that he has 2 females that are on each side of him. There also appears to be 2 males on the side of the couch. And as you walked in, there appears to be also 2 guards that are standing by the door as well.
Take a seat.
If you ever been to my club?
I haven't. This is yours.
Yeah, I own it. Do you like it?
Roll out for me.
You like your quiet time, huh?
I do.
So, if that's the case, why are you here?
I'm here because I'm looking for drivers.
Drivers.
Right. So,
You watch as he snaps his fingers. You see one of the females pulls out a cigarette and puts it into his mouth. You watch as the other one moves her hand over and...
there's a race that's been going on around my harbor. Trying to get them to stop, and I'll just suck and do with them if I can get them to...
You talking about those speed races?
Yeah, quite annoying.
Really? You know, I had a driver in that.
You did?
I hear Mordred from Detroit's running those races. Have you heard anything about it?
I have not.
Can you go ahead and give me a deception roll?
Is there a luck system in this?
There is a luck system in this, yep. What happens is when you use a luck point, all it does is increase your roll by 10%. Or, I should say, decrease it. Yeah.
And what does that cost exactly?
Just 1 luck point. Depends on how much luck you have.
Oh, shit. I got 14 out of 10.
You know, if you want to have a hospitable business relationship, you often don't start it off with a lie.
Alright, yeah, I heard of them. What of it?
Well, I hear the races are rigged. It's all a clever little ploy to move chips in through Chicago and get them encrypted, essentially. It's a big, what do they call it? Laundering racket. And my rider got cheated out of the race. So, if you're looking to fuck over Mordred, I'm willing to help.
Is that right?
By no means, I don't want to cause a fight with a Kraken in my club. It's bad for business. Do I look like a stupid man to you?
No.
Good. You don't look like someone who likes to play games. What did you come to my club for?
You have here an AI.
Where'd you hear that from?
Word on the street.
Alright. I may have an AI or two. Is it a particular one?
I only knew of the one. I didn't know you had two. Not sure exactly the model I'm needing, but with it, my rider that I have can concentrate on eliminating his opponents with it.
Ah. Okay. So you're looking to cheat in the race.
Or maybe level the playing field if you say it's rigged.
I have no opposition to you cheating. After all, they cheated my rider. Why not return the favor? Right?
Sure.
So, I'll give you the AI. What can you do for me? You are a Kraken, after all. You have to have some sort of pull. After all, what are you even doing in this city? I thought you type liked the ocean. Never saw you really as a lake dweller.
Well, it's true. I didn't like my quiet. I've kind of cut out a nice little business for myself on the harbor.
The harbor? It wouldn't happen to be the part of the harbor that the race goes through, would it?
It is, and that's why I'm trying to stop it.
Tell you what. Give you the AI, but I want my boys to be able to work on the harbor. Bring things in, and you provide security for it. Make sure no other rival gangs will interfere with the transport. You catch my drift?
And how often do you do these businesses?
Well, I don't at the moment. You see, it's rather competitive here in Chicago. I'd rather have an edge, a Kraken on my side. Really don't feel like anyone would want to double cross that.
Sure. Alright, that sounds like a deal.
Good. Good. Why don't you head downstairs? Talk to the bartender. Tell her that Gabriel has a special drink that needs to be delivered.
Right. Took one more glance around. Nah, get up. We go down to the...
And as you get up, oh, and by the way, while you're here, feel free to enjoy yourself.
Go right for the bartender.
Alright. Two of you, as you wait down patiently, doesn't take very long. You notice that Abe comes walking back down this time. However, he is not with Tiff.
Motion over while I'm heading to the bar.
How was it?
We cut a deal. They're gonna give us the AI.
They're gonna just give it to us?
Yeah.
For what?
Well, that's on me. Doesn't cost any of you anything. You get your AI, you win this race. I get my quiet. I get my harbor. I don't have to deal with any of this shit anymore.
I've got to say, this is not how I saw things going out.
I hate to say it, but I'm right there with you.
When I get the bartender to come over.
Do you walk up to the bar then?
Yeah.
Okay. As you walk up to the bartender, you can see that She appears to be very busy at the moment. She's currently dealing with multiple patrons that are coming up as she's taking orders. She notices that the three of you are standing there after a few moments and her dealing with patrons. She kind of moves away over. What can I get for you all?
Yeah, Gabriel said something about a special drink.
Understood. Give me a moment. I'll prepare that for you. You notice that she turns and you watch as she makes her way into some sort of back room. Leaving the three of you alone at the bar. You watch as, Peter, you feel a tap on your shoulder. As you turn around, you see there appears to be a female. Seems to be probably in her mid-20s, maybe early 30s. Has long brunette hair. You can see multiple facial augmentation lines running through her face. You can see as soon as she makes eye contact with you. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were, you're not a vampire, are you?
I'm not a vampire, no.
Oh. Never mind.
It's fine.
So she kind of moves away. Well,
Is there something you want to say?
I mean, I'm sort of new here. Are you all friends with any vampires in here?
This guy is. He's actually best friends with the head vampire.
Oh, really?
No.
You do know that there are vampires everywhere in here, right?
Yeah, but they have a reputation of being, sort of uptight.
You got in here, didn't you?
Yeah, after like 3 weeks of trying.
Alright, let me tell you the skinny on vampires. You have to make the first move. Just walk right up to them and be like, hey, who do I have to do to get my neck sucked? Boom, works every time. Confidence.
They're a little bit more stingy than that usually.
No. That's because you're not confident enough. Confidence, I'm telling you.
I can't even.
Okay.
I'm already dead. I don't have to worry about
Well, then what do you know about it? Trust me, I'm alive. And I know a thing or two about vampires.
She sort of looks towards you. You all kind of see that, and I'm assuming you're in your hybrid form at the moment.
Yeah.
You notice that him in his hybrid form, he doesn't actually stand the height of a normal human. Hybrid Ninetails are typically around 4'5", barely ever hitting 5 foot tall when they're in hybrid form. He almost has this sort of anime vibe to his character. You know, she kind of looks towards you. You know, I wasn't really expecting to see someone like you in here. Do you come here often?
Oh, no. I'm Sneaks. I'm everywhere all the time. If you ever need anything found out, I'm the person you come to.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, Sneaks.
Sneaks. That's easy enough to remember.
Yeah.
Name's Jess.
All right.
Two of you?
Aren't you looking for a vampire?
They're shy. Let me explain. This right here is Peter. He is the strongest something, but he is super strong, super great guy.
Wait.
Over there, Calamari Head, that is Abe.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're undead.
Yeah.
I have a question. What's it like?
Being dead?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the mortals that come in here, like, you know, they're coming in here because they want to be more.
What I am, Jess, is that what you said your name is?
Yeah.
It's not like a vampire. There's no more for me. Not really. When I died, I was brought back as this, and I don't smell things, don't taste things. There's a lot that you lose.
Sounds awful.
It is.
Why do you keep going then?
My body just tells me to. It's like a voice in the back of your head telling you to keep going.
Scary. Well, not sure what you are, but it's nice to meet the three of you. I'm gonna take your advice, Sneak, so I'm gonna be a little bit more
Assertive.
Assertive.
Yeah.
Alright. Wish me luck. So she turns, and as she leaves, you see the bartender coming back out. She looks towards the three of you. Right this way, gentlemen. Notice that she makes you way for you guys to enter and back behind the bar. And as you do, she takes you into that back room. As you walk into the back room, you can see that the door closes. It's like the sound just immediately cuts. It must be soundproofed or reinforced walls. Regardless, you could probably scream in here, and no one in the dance club would even hear you. Welcome to the Inner Sanctum, gentlemen. So she presses a button. You watch as she presses this remote device, and as soon as this happens, you hear the sound of machinery and walls beginning to move as all around the room, hidden walls begin to open up, and you see what looks like racks and hooks filled with nothing but cybernetics, weapons. You're assuming most likely either augmentation parts, but the place appears to be filled with black market or illegal cybernetics.
Is it worth money? Would it appear to be worth money?
Yes, everything in here appears that this would be
Like,
pricey.
yeah, all right.
We're looking for a specific AI. Belonged to
Man,
it belonged to a goblin named Rick years ago. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Goblin name.
It was for a bike. for
Do you mean that
spears.
gremlin?
Yeah, the gremlin, not goblin. My bad.
Notice that she looks over and kind of grabs what appears to be small cylindrical device. You can see it on the one side of it appears to have multiple ports that are jutting out. Appears to be male insert portions. And then on the other side, you can see there appears to be some sort of labeling system. You see strands of circuitry running along the sides of it. And then you can also see a spool of what looks like some sort of very high gloss metallic wiring that's wrapped around the edge of it. This is an A113 AI. It's supposed to be installed into, military fighter jets. But
That ain't what we're using it for.
you can put this into pretty much anything that has an engine. It's going to know how to operate it to its fullest capability.
That's exactly what we need. So we just take it.
Well, just spoke with Gabriel, told me the details of it. So yeah, this is yours.
Reach out to take it.
As you go ahead and grab it. But while the shop's open, feel free to look around. Anything else that you want, if you have the chips, we're willing to sell.
is there anything that pulls out to me? Anything that looks like it could be useful or...
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right. I did not get that. Oh, wait, hold on. Yes, I did.
Did?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll your expertise dice.
So just the flat 3.
Flat 3, okay. Go ahead and add that to your experience. And as you're taking a look around, you notice that there appears to be this piece of clothing. At least it looks like clothing. Hanging up on the wall. It seems to be by itself on a hook. As you kind of walk over and you look at it, you grab this piece of fabric. And as you do, you watch as it almost has this shimmer run through the side of it. You see the fabric completely disappear. And you watch as it reappears.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ah, so you're looking at the Hyake cloak. It's pretty impressive piece of camouflage.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's also military grade. Very expensive.
How expensive?
Well, it's about 30,000 chips.
30. But what about the discount, since we're in partnership, you know?
There is no discount.
No discount.
While he's talking, can I see if there's any weapons that kind of would fit my profile?
Sure.
Hold on a second.
6.
This is a 6. Yeah, then I didn't get that one
Okay.
for perception.
Remember, if you ever fail a skill check, you still gain 1 XP on that skill.
So, yeah.
Well, if you don't have the chips, then maybe another night.
Yeah, maybe another night.
You just watch as she hits the remote, and you see the walls close up.
Where was that remote?
It's in her uni.
Oh. Okay.
If that's all, gentlemen, then I believe our business exchange is complete.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
As you all walk out, you notice that you come back into the club. I'm assuming you guys are going to exit. Okay. As you guys walk out in the club, you make your way back out onto the main street. The hustle and bustle still busy. This city never really truly sleeps. It's always got something to do. There's always someone awake. Almost nothing really closes down for very long. Where the 3 of you like to go now?
All right, so we have the guaranteed win with you.
I think
All we got to do is throw it in that speeder, and
I think the sooner we get it to there, the better. We're walking around with this thing. Who knows? Anybody could want this.
I don't know. I think that the victory is pretty much in our hands. I say we have a celebratory drink. Or 5.
You two can do that. It ain't gonna do much for me, Sneaks. I can go put it in, or have it put in.
Well, you can't get drunk?
I'm dead.
Even more of a reason.
To try to get drunk?
Yeah. What else do you have to live for?
I don't. I'm dead.
Exactly. Let's go get some drinks.
I think I need to put this into the bike now. That's just asking for trouble.
What do you say, Abe?
Alright, 1 drink.
All right. I know the perfect spot. I guess we'll catch up with you.
Oh, with one more thing. You put that thing in your vehicle, but how do you plan on disposing the other races?
I have my ways, Abe.
Alright.
All right. Peter, where are you going to go?
I'm going right to, I guess, my apartment where Rick is.
Okay. So you're going to go take that back to your apartment?
Yep.
2 of you, where are you going?
We are going to a very secret gambling and bar hall.
Okay. How are you getting back to your place?
I was just gonna walk.
It's going to be a long walk.
I guess I don't know how many chips I have, but I guess I could just call a cab like I did before.
Okay. Yeah. You use your uni, you end up calling a cab. Watch after, not even within 10 seconds, you see a cab come down, door opens up. You guys watch as Peter gets in and speeder begins to take off. Could the two of you, and Peter, you could give me a perception check as well.
Can you give me my notebook, the red one? Oh, wait, I got this one. I got 23. I'm good.
I did not.
I got a 1.
You got a 1?
Well, that's
Okay.
good.
Good for you, man. So now we roll our, like I have perception 3, so I'd roll 3d6.
For perception?
Yeah.
This is still the percentile roll, so you're doing your D100.
Oh, I
Oh,
already
he
did.
already did that.
I
Yeah,
did,
so then
and
you're
I
gonna.
passed it.
So yep, and then you would go ahead and roll your intuition die.
Oh, that's 3-2. I got 1 success. Because you said it's a 6, right?
Yep.
If it's a 6, yeah, I only got 1.
Okay. So you add that to your experience.
That's 2. You automatically get 1. So.
Yep. So you times 2.
Oh, okay.
So as your cab begins to take off, and did you succeed too?
No.
Okay. You notice that Sneaks is sort of chatting your ear away, and you hear his voice just begin to slowly drown out. And as it does, it's almost like the hair on the back of your neck stands up. You turn your head, and as soon as you see this cab take off, on the side of the nightclub, you see what looks like 3 speeders whip out from around the corner. You notice soon as they do, they cut off another car. You hear it slam on its brakes. You hear its horn blaring. You hear the guy get out of his window. Hey, watch where you're fucking going! And they speed off after the cab. Peter, as you're in the cab, you sort of see the lights flashing through the back of the window, and you kind of turn back and you can see that there's 3 of these speeders quickly coming up behind the cab, and they don't seem like they're driving normally.
Sneaks, you have something to drive.
Me? No. What do you mean? I'm not a driver.
So speeders just chased down after Peter.
Huh? Friends?
No. Don't think so.
Well, what should we do?
Don't see anybody trying to get into the car.
Give me a perception check.
I did not get it.
You do not see anyone. All right. Meanwhile, up in the sky, as you're making your way through the city streets, you can see that the speeders seem to break off in a 3-point formation. You watch as 2 speeders split off onto the side of the cab. Your cab driver, oh, you guys are driving sort of erratic.
I think you need to drive faster.
Huh?
Drive faster.
Persuasion check. Or you can give me a coercion check, whichever one.
Or can I... So, in the taxi cab, is there like a shield or protection that I... Like, could I be able to get to him?
Yeah, there is a barrier between you and the driver.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind just in case.
Okay.
So is coercion or persuasion?
Yeah.
I'm going to do coercion.
Okay.
That's a 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I crushed it.
Okay.
Crushed
Very
it.
well. You see him, all right, and he kind of just... You hear the sound of the engine begin to rev up and roar. As soon as it begins to take off, you notice that those other 2 speeders, one of it punches it and starts moving forward as the other one just barely whipped, trying to fishtail your vehicle. And as soon as this happens, you see the individual just like, oh no!
Just stay driving. If you can, get me close to one of them, and I'm gonna, like, roll down the window. Like, both windows in the back.
Okay.
So anytime he gets close, I'm gonna take my hooks and just try to like fucking hook him.
All right. You watch as soon as this vehicle takes off, you can see that the other speeder begins to pick up momentum and speed, moving up on the left side as the other one is trailing up right behind. You watch as the one in the very back pulls off to the right and begins to speed up, trying to pass your car. Okay. Soon as the last car passes the second one, you see the other one rolls down the windows. You can see that there appears to be armed men in the back of the vehicle, and they begin to fire and blast firearms into the vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and start our combat. So you can use whatever reaction points that you would like to use to expend. So basically, when you start combat, you get to put into an ante. You spend as many reaction points as you would like. Mm-hmm. However, there are serious consequences for getting 0 reaction and taking damage.
Yeah, I have 6 reaction.
Okay.
So they're off to our right, correct?
You got one individual off to your right, one on to your left, and one is trying to pass.
So which one is the one that has the window rolled down right now?
The one on the right.
The one on the right,
Yep.
Okay. So since I have the hooks with the chain,
Okay.
I'm gonna like, so I don't know how close they are to me. I'm gonna like try to like throw the chain in because I assume like, just I'm gonna try to throw the chain in, and like be able to hook one of the guys or the guy that's shooting, and
Okay.
like try to like yank him out of the.
Okay. Well, how much reaction did you use?
I don't know how much that would be.
No, you got to tell me how much you want to put in. So this is your initiative order.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'll do 2.
You do 2?
Yeah, that'll leave me with 4.
So you're going to go first.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to do that.
All right. So if you're going to go ahead and you're going to throw your chain. Mm-hmm. Okay. Go ahead and you can either give me an aim check.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get that. By 7. I didn't get it.
Okay. You watch as you throw your chain. It flies out the side of the window, and you see it hook into the side of the trunk. And as you yank it back, you see a piece of metal rip as the chain comes flying back towards you. This brings it to the next individuals. They're both going to fire their firearms into the vehicle. Okay. Okay. The next one is going to do fire one more time. Okay. Thankfully, you've got a pretty solid barrier around you. This vehicle is almost like a natural protection for you as they're firing into their vehicle. However, you have a few options that you can have. You can either guard, dodge, or you can counterattack. Guard costs no reaction points. Mm-hmm. Dodge costs 2, and counterattack costs 3.
All right. Can I just dodge and like get down, like off the seat down into the bottom?
Sure.
Of the
Go
car?
ahead and give me a dodge roll, and that's going to cost you 2 reaction to do that.
How by 5? I didn't get it.
You didn't get it?
No.
Okay.
Mine's 10. I got
The first
15.
one's 25.
No, I don't have anything in it.
Oh.
Yep. You watch as these individuals let loose with a torrent of what seems to be metal slugs. Hot steel and lead gets shredding through the windows and the side of the vehicle. As you see it get peppered and pelted, you are going to take 7 points of damage.
Okay.
So since that doesn't meet an increment of 10, you don't lose a health node, but you do take 7 points of reaction damage,
Yeah,
which
that
puts you at 0.
Yeah, puts
Okay.
me in the negative.
No, you don't go negative. You can
okay.
only hit 0.
Okay.
Basically, if you don't take a health node hit while you're at 0, it's like a guard break.
Okay.
So you just can't guard again.
Okay.
Okay. With you being undead, you do have the trait immortal body, so you don't go unconscious if you take a health node loss at 0 reaction either.
Okay.
Okay. Your undead flesh soaks a lot of the bullets as it shreds into your body, and you see chunks of flesh and body parts as it superheated metal sizzles and rips through your clothing and your torso. Your driver, however, is not undead. And you watch as they take the shrapnel and debris of the blast. You watch as they whip their car over to the left. You feel it slam into the vehicle to the left side. As it does, you see his head smack up against the window, and you watch as his head hits the ground, and you hear the vehicle beginning to, as it's starting to nosedive forward. Driver in the front appears to be unconscious.
Okay. Is it my turn?
It is your turn again, so that means your reaction goes back up to full.
Okay. So, can I smash the glass
Sure can, yeah.
that is like in front of me?
Yep. And what that is that's a manipulate.
Okay.
So that's one action.
Okay.
One reaction.
Okay. So, what do I roll for that?
You're just gonna give me a strength roll.
Okay.
Or it'd be a vigor. Vigor.
Bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. I got 39 out of 50.
Very well. You managed to crash through the bulletproof glass that's actually in the front of it with pure force and strength.
So, with that, then can I get up front? I'm assuming these cars are like computer operated.
They still require a human driver.
Okay, so there's no like autopilot.
No, that would be an AI, which is considered illegal.
Oh, okay. Shit. I'm just gonna. I guess I'm just gonna try to drive and just like, because it's already nosediving.
Yeah, it's nosediving. Well, it's nosediving because there's no driver.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like try to like, at least like make it more manageable or stable. If I crash, like I just want to make it at least a little bit stable.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a drive check. Do you have nothing in drive?
I have 1.
Okay.
And I got 6. Oh my god! Thank the gods. I got 6. So I'm just gonna be like,
You manage to bring up the car. As you bring it back up, you start to speed up. You notice that car on the right now has pulled up in front. It starts to brake check. As soon as it brake checks, you can see your car quickly rolling in.
Can I do like a reaction since he's brake checking and we're in the air? Can I like go beneath him and like
Absolutely.
like reach out and just like, I don't know how these cars are, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like
So
underneath.
again, any sort of manipulate action is considered to be so whether it's opening a door, operating a vehicle, even reloading.
Yeah.
Manipulate is another action.
Yeah. So that's basically, since I scored on the drive, I was gonna see if I can like maybe a melee roll or something to be able to, like as I'm driving at this point, be like.
You want to try to throw your hook?
No, like since he started brake check me, I want to go underneath.
Yeah.
And then like take the hook and just be like get it stuck.
Well, you have a roof on your car.
I know. I'm gonna reach out because I.
Oh, from the window?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, as I'm
sure.
driving, like just.
Sure. So what you can do is go ahead and give me a melee roll then.
26. No, 60, 62. That is not a thing.
What'd you get?
I got 60 out of 50.
Okay. And you don't have any luck?
No, I don't. I have 0
Okay.
luck.
Tell you what, I'll let you succeed at a cost.
What is the cost?
You don't know.
Okay. I didn't know I could do this. Yeah, let's do this. I wanna.
Sure. Because I like this. As you go to whip under the car, you bring your hook out. You feel it hook into the side underneath of the vehicle. But as soon as it hooks, your vehicle whips forward as theirs passes, and you rip out of the vehicle. And you're now hanging on this chain that's connected to your arm. You can see that the vehicle that you were riding in nosedives, and you watch as it hits the side of a building and just explodes into a fireball.
I feel like you didn't deserve that.
Meanwhile, two of you couldn't seem to find a vehicle to commandeer. So what would the two of you like to do? Unless you would like to break into a vehicle and attempt to hack it.
Could we just call a cab?
Sure could.
All right, I'm gonna call cab.
Within 10 seconds, you notice that a cab comes down. As soon as it does, it opens up. Where are we going?
All right, we gotta hurry. We gotta go in that direction.
Okay, but where are we going?
That way.
All right. As you get in, you notice he begins to drive off. He's going at a very normal, calm rate of speed. All right. So,
No, you gotta go faster. Fast. We gotta catch up to him.
Someone chasing you guys?
No, we're chasing them. We gotta go.
Chasing who?
The people. What am I paying you for?
Well, you haven't told me what you're paying me for.
We're going that direction. Right, Abe?
All right, I'm not going to break the law, so you can just... I mean, I guess you can get out of my cab if that's the case.
Please go in that direction.
Would you like to use an ability?
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to use a power that a
Yeah.
nine-tailed has?
I would. Cunning persuasion.
Jeez. All right, so are you going to use the ability charm?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and increase your soul pool by your... did you write down your the soul cost for your abilities?
Yeah.
We'll let you look that up while this happens. It is immortal, so it's an automatic success against them. You watch as soon as you... Abe, you look at Sneaks as he's getting into this argument. He gets frustrated, and you watch as he looks towards the driver in the cab looking in the rearview mirror, and he sort of... you see this gloss go over his eyes. You see his... He almost gives this little ear wiggle. His nose kind of ruffles a little bit. What do you want to tell the cab driver?
Buddy, hey. No law's gonna see us. What you're gonna do right here, you're gonna be a legend for. So what I just need you to do is go ahead. Just go as fast as you can to catch up to them.
Oh man, I will do anything for you. Thanks. And as he drives up and starts driving, and you feel the car pick up speed and whip out of there. And as this happens, you see that the individual appears to be completely charmed or enthralled by your presence. And the car picks up speed, takes off. As soon as it does, probably about maybe half a block away, you both audibly hear the sound of an explosion in the distance. Meanwhile,
I'm climbing up that fucking chain. That's what I'm doing.
it's now their turn.
Oh. Fuck those guys.
You watch as those cars come up, and as they do, you notice that they roll down the windows. You see they're wearing what appears to be these black leather jackets, large spikes on their shoulders. It's almost like this cyber motorcycle gang look. You can see they have patches all over their arms. You notice that one of them you can actually see and make out a logo. It appears to be this metallic cybernetic werewolf skull. That appears to be the back of their jacket. You notice as he looks towards you, batter up, boys! And they roll up, and it's almost like that scene from Back to the Future when Biff comes up with the bat. And as they bring up the bat, they're actually going to try to drive by and bonk, swing on you.
Okay.
Now,
I'll fucking try. Bitch.
you can either, again, you can guard, you can dodge, or you can counterattack. However, because you are dangling on a chain in your one arm, you are going to have a penalty dice on all of these.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Can I try to... How many people are attacking me right now?
It appears to be 2 vehicles are trying to attack you.
Okay. I'll allow one of them to hit me. Can I try counterattacking, or... I don't know exactly what to consider, but with my free hand, can I, like, as soon as somebody hits me, can I, like, try to, like, use my strength to, like, hold the bat and, like, get it away from them?
So that would be a counterattack.
So-
it's an offensive move against them. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
So you're going to let one person hit if they do, and
Yeah.
then you're going to counterattack.
Yeah, I'm
the
totally
other.
fine with one of them.
Okay. All right. Could you go ahead and give me a vigor check?
Yeah, I got it. 30 out of 50.
Very well. You watch as one of them comes up and speeds up. His bat comes out, and as the bat actually hits you, it lets loose this torrent of electricity that actually shoots through your body. Your nervous system doesn't feel it, but the heat and the force of it almost does this sizzle and pop as it superheats your chain. You take 14 points of damage, so you do lose 1 health node.
Okay. Which is our vitality, correct?
That's your vitality, correct.
So I'm down to 4.
As soon as this happens, you watch as the other one comes up like, gotcha! And as he hits it, you pin the bat, and as soon as you do, the vehicle wasn't expecting it, and it keeps driving, and as soon as it passes, it yanks him out of the side of the door, and you watch as he...
Fucking prick.
You see the dude fall to his death and splat, probably going in excess of 120 miles per hour. Meanwhile, 2 of you actually make your way up. As you guys are driving, you see the vehicle up in the distance before all of a sudden, you see a body just slam into the front of the hood of the car. You see blood just splat over the windshield, rolling over the top.
Holy shit!
You see your driver going, I can't see! Let me make a roll real quick.
My bad, guys.
Can you fly?
No.
Oh my god.
Okay, he manages to make it. You watch as soon as this happens, you see this automated wiper begin to go across the windshield. As it does, you can hear cleaning in process. It's just smearing blood against the window. You guys can actually see there's still chunks and a piece of the individual's arm that's hanging off the side, just flapping wind. Now, the 2 of you are now added into the initiative. You guys can pay into the ante. At this point, whenever a new individual enters into the combat, you actually have to re-ante. Everybody does. So that means includes you. Since you're already in the fight, you can only ante up what you have available. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This is basically it's almost like to simulate if you were in the middle of a fight and someone jumped in, they're going to be a lot fresher in the fight than where you would be.
Yeah.
So,
6.
you're going to put all in?
No, that's not all mine.
Oh, you have more than 6
Yeah,
reactions?
I had 10.
Woo! Okay, yeah, you're a fast guy.
3.
3? Okay.
And I have 3 left, because the counter attack was 3, correct?
Counterattack was 3.
So I'm going to do 2 again. I'll do 2 again.
Do 2 again, so that
Yeah.
brings you down to 1.
Yep.
Very well. Let me go ahead and put their other ones in. So, that's going to be, you're up.
Alright. And they're above us?
Yeah, they're above you. You actually, as you look up, you can put your head out the window and you can see Peter dangling on this chain. You can see smoke flying off of his body.
Driver, I want you to drive under the one that's dangling.
You got it, buddy! As you feel the vehicle beginning to...
Alright, A, be ready to catch.
Right.
That'll be my turn. I'm
Okay.
assuming, yeah. I don't know how much reaction I just used.
You use 6.
Is that it?
So basically that means that's your turn if that's all you want to do.
Yeah.
That means that you're technically on top of the round now.
Okay.
So it's going to go to the next one, which is going to be Abe.
I will.
And remember, you can always not spend any reaction. If you spend 0 reaction, it goes off of, like if multiple people spend 0, it goes off of your,
Agility?
your base agility.
The other car that he was fighting, are they still around?
Well, the one that he yanked out, yeah, there appears to be one vehicle that's on the right of him that just sped past forward, and now there's another vehicle on the left, and there's a third one that's dropping down to his level currently.
How are these vehicles propelled exactly?
So these vehicles use the Earth's own magnetic field to use propulsion to move them. So essentially is they're powered by magnetism.
Is there a place on the car I could damage that would make them slow them down or take them out?
Oh, so you want to try to destroy or damage the vehicle in some way or form? Yeah, you can go ahead and give me an aim check. I can have you try to shoot a pivotal or vital portion of the vehicle.
We use barnacle bullet.
Okay.
And what do I roll?
So it's going to be aim. Either aim or... actually, you know what? I'll say for this, you can either use aim or natural, since it is a natural part of your body. Natural weapon. It's in your myth.
I didn't get it. 48 out of 45.
Oh, and you don't have any luck?
I do, but I just have one luck.
Remember, luck is... you can get luck replenished if you ever roll a 1. So when you earlier...
Oh.
Did you roll a 1?
Yeah.
So you would have gained a luck.
Oh.
Oh, so you can go above what you're...
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So that's just what you're at when you start off.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, then I will spin a look. No, I just put it down to him. And then I will...
Succeed?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and do your expertise roll.
Which one is that for shooting? The agility?
Yes. Be your agility.
That's...
In the revamp sheets, we will put on there which aspect is associated with which skill to
got
make it easier.
one success.
1 success?
One
Okay.
success on that. That's times 2.
That's times 2 then. So how much damage is that?
Damage is plus 3 on the barnacle bullet.
Right, but the damage is going to be your nodes in aim times 2 plus that 3.
So 6.
6 damage.
Plus the 3, so 9.
9 damage. Okay. You watch as you're driving in the because since you're sitting right next to Abe, you watch as the vehicle comes up. Abe sticks his head out of his car, and you watch as his throat begins to bulge, almost like a frog. You see him, and you watch his mouth opens like this maw, and you see this as his teeth open. You see this beak-like octopus mouth split out from his mouth, and you see this tongue expel this large calcium-like barnacle, and it fires off, and you watch as it hits the side of the vehicle, and you see sparks and pieces of metal rip off as he...
What was that?
Excuse me, sorry.
Okay. Your turn.
Okay, so are they... So he had the cab driver pretty much... I'm right below
You're
me
right,
now, right?
Yeah, they're right below you.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look down and look up, and then I'm going to, like, with all my strength, just yank down and, like, rip out anything that I can.
That you're connected to?
That I'm connected to. That way I can land, like, safely on top of the car. That,
All right.
Or the cab.
So, for that, go ahead and give me a vigor check.
And since I'm using my weapon, if I succeed, it's a +3, correct? Since it's my weapon of choice?
Correct.
Cool. 29 out of 50.
Very nice. Go ahead and give me the damage roll.
And that is strength, correct?
Yep, let's give you your strength.
Or, actually, how do we do that again? Sorry.
Going to be your nodes in vigor.
So, nodes, that's 4.
And then you gotta, the times will be your roll for your expertise dice in strength.
Okay. +3.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't get any of that. So it's 7 damage?
7 damage.
Yeah.
You rip out the underneath of this speeder, and as you yank and pull, you watch as pieces of metal, you hear something kind of pop, and you hear a and fire begins to shoot out from underneath of it as you land, and you actually dent in the front of the cab beneath you as you look back, and you can see that both Abe and Sneaks are sitting in the back of this blood-covered cab. You look above and you actually see the cab beginning to... As it rolls down, you watch as it begins to barrel roll, and explode as it smashes into an electronic billboard. You see sparks and neon lights begin to rain down. Okay, so that's going to bring it to the last 2 individuals. This is going to be cool. You watch as the other vehicle begins to take off. You actually watch as it completely leaves. You see that the last vehicle, the one where you pulled the person out of the cab, you see the driver open up the side of the door, and you watch as they crawl out onto the top of the cab. The cab is beginning to slowly descend now as there's no driver. You watch as they pull off their jacket. You watch as their body begins to... You see their mouth elongate as you see this 9-foot-tall werewolf. And it leaps.
What the fuck is going on? Bring it on, bitch. I'm
You watch as this werewolf lands onto this top of the cab right next to you. It's now up on the top. You guys see the front top of the cab cave in. Could both of you give me a
dodge.
Dodge roll, please?
Oh my god.
And that costs reaction. If you can't react to it, then you can't dodge.
How much is the cost?
2.
Okay.
Right under melee.
I did not get it.
I'm going to use a luck.
Okay.
So I get it.
You watch as Sneaks, being much more smaller, you watch as he easily slips down as the metal crunches in. As he crunches in, you unfortunately don't have enough space. You feel that metal slam up against your head. You take 1 point of damage, which would put you to 0, correct? For reaction?
I had 3 more left.
Okay, then you're fine. So you take 1 reaction damage then. As soon as this happens, back up on top, you notice the werewolf turns and looks towards you. Give me the AI.
Ain't happening, buddy.
Alright, he moves forward and he attempts to maul you.
Yeah, I don't have any reaction left.
You don't have any reaction?
No.
Okay.
Unless if
So
that
remember,
took the
if
one.
you remember, guard does cost 0 reaction.
Oh, then I'm gonna guard.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So the difference between guard and dodge is guard is a vigor roll.
Okay.
You reduce the damage based off of your successes.
Okay.
Dodge, if you succeed, you ignore all damage.
Okay.
Understand?
So for the guard,
So you're
is
going to be
it
doing
still
a vigor?
So is it still percentile?
Yeah, percentile.
Okay.
And you have to succeed, and your reduction will be the expertise.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get it. I
Okay.
got 86.
Thankfully, you're undead, so this won't knock you out. But you watch as this werewolf. Whew, some juicy strength. Okay, you watch as this werewolf comes up and you see its claws from chest to abdomen rip and rend down your body. You feel your flesh peel back as your water-logged, soaked body feels the thrash. 16 points of damage, so you lose another health node.
Fucking bitch. He's about to get the shit.
And that would bring us back to... actually, it's your turn now, right? No, you just had your turn, because
Yeah.
you dropped down. So it's
Yeah.
Sneaks' turn. Yep.
All right. Is the... You said it dented down. Did it dent down like in the middle?
Yeah, right in the middle.
Okay. Can I climb out the window and...
Absolutely.
get there? I'm going to do that.
Okay.
And then I am going to use a force ball to try to knock him out.
Nice. Okay.
Or knock him down.
He's going to use dodge.
And he's gonna dodge right off the top
I
of the
think
car.
I think there's a matching roll for that.
For force ball? Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have it listed?
Yes, I do. And what it is right here. It would be
I don't know.
Vigor plus agility.
Okay, so it's a. We'll make it a.
Is that a flat roll, or how does that work?
So what you're gonna do is, what do you roll for it?
Arcane and agility.
So it's just gonna be arcane for you,
Okay,
and then your expertise would be agility.
gotcha. So yeah, I get that.
Awesome. So go ahead and roll your expertise for agility, so you know your damage.
Eight.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, 10.
10 damage.
Yeah.
You watch as this werewolf just rends down onto Peter. As you crawl out, you look around. Peter, you see what looks like Sneaks form this ball of chakra into his palm. And as he creates this magical sphere, you watch as he launches it towards the werewolf. The werewolf quickly turns and looks. As it attempts to dodge, you watch as this ball, almost like a Rasengan, spin into the side of its ribs. And you watch as he knocks him off the side of this cab. You watch as his body quickly disappears to the speed of the speeder moving away. As you all look back and see, you can see the werewolf's claws digging into the side of a building as it slowly is scraping down, but you guys are out of there.
Whew. I had never used that move in a while, so I didn't think that would work, but under good pressure, that's how you form diamonds.
Good thinking. And I'm gonna like try to start as we're moving, like climb into the cab. I don't want to be on top of the car.
You could definitely get into the cab side or the passenger side.
Yeah.
Especially with the window being absolutely broken now. Mm-hmm. After you jumped onto it, it shattered out the front window.
Yeah.
Do you get into the passenger side then?
Yeah.
Do you get in the back?
Yeah.
As you get into the back, you notice that the cab driver has this giant smile on his face. Wow, you did really good, boss.
Not a problem, Slick.
My name's Slick now.
So, I'm gonna notice like it's caved in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Can I like try to like force it up?
You want to give me a vigor?
You're telling me you can do that charm thing this entire time?
Got it. 45.
You.
Yeah, but it has a cost. I can't just be going around just charming everyone. You know, it weighs on my personality.
Can you use that on anybody?
So you in trouble, boss? Who's trying to kill you?
No, we were the rescue squad. We rescued our pal here.
Told you that we should have gone. See?
I was right, wasn't I, Sneaks?
No, this wouldn't have happened if we would have got drinks.
Boss, I'm driving real fast, straight forward. There's a building in front. Do you want me to blow up?
No, you avoid the building.
Avoid the building.
Yeah.
As we're talking, I'm gonna be like wrapping my arm up with the chain.
So since we're picking you up, where are we going?
I'm gonna rattle off my address because it's connected to my building.
Boss, he said an address. Is that where we're going?
That's where we're going, Slick.
You watch as he turns and begins to speed off. Doesn't take you all very long. Is there anything you guys wanted to discuss while you're en route?
So, friends of yours?
Not all undead are friends.
And they're very dead. A lot of them.
So you didn't know them?
I didn't know them. No.
I have a feeling that was from our good friend Mordred.
How do you know about Mordred?
I can't think of anybody else that would want to stop us from doing what we're doing.
Whoa, hold on. Did you tell someone what we're doing that could got back to Mordred? Because I kept my mouth shut.
I didn't. There's only one person here that just flaps their gums.
Peter.
Could everyone in the car either give me an examination or a perception check?
Perception.
Yeah.
By 1. We got 46 out of 45 on both of those.
And I didn't get it either.
Okay. As Actually, why not? I'll do it for the driver.
Oh, oh.
You watch as you guys are talking and driving. You notice the driver kind of leans forward, puts his hand out the front of the window, and grabs that arm. Do you want this, boss?
No! What is that?
As you realize it appears to be the arm of one of the individuals that you dropped and fell to their death. However, you can see that their hand appears to have multiple rings on the fingers. As you look at the rings, you, Sneaks, immediately recognize it. It is a Cyberfang ring. It's a rather well-known werewolf biker gang that runs through Chicago. Pretty tough group.
Whoa, these are that's the hand from that's a Cyberfang ring. They're a werewolf biker gang. Wait, what? How did you cross the Cyberfangs?
We have an AI, Sneaks.
Would I know if any of the other drivers were Cyberfangs that kind of disappeared?
I mean, you're assuming that most of those people must have been all together in the same group, so it's a safe assumption.
And one turned into a werewolf.
And one did turn into a werewolf.
But I mean, from the races that were disappearing.
Oh, no, you haven't seen... No, you're not aware of any. In fact, you actually don't know of any werewolves that have been involved in that underground street race.
You, my friend, have a very unfortunate enemy.
And you're all guilty by association now?
You are aware, though, that the Cyberfangs primarily deal in dust. Dust is a rather extremely addictive narcotic that exists in HellGate. It is a type of powder that is compressed into an aerosol, then shot into the air and inhaled. It has an extremely potent upper effect. It makes one very, very hyperactive. It can also make somebody incapable of sleeping. However, for certain breeds of supernaturals, like werewolves, it acts like a rage serum. It can actually ramp them up into a psychotic rage.
Let me see that hand.
Boss, do I give him the hand?
Yeah, give it.
Does it look like it has an Omni tool?
Does it look like it has a what?
Omni tool?
No, it doesn't have any uni attached to it.
Interesting.
Alright, I say we hurry up, get this job done, and probably go our separate ways at this point, because I'm not trying to go up against the Cyberfangs. You should also keep the Mordred conversation down. No one, because that's not supposed to be known.
What's a Mordred?
A dragon from Detroit who's running the races. And he wouldn't like to know that we're cheating in his race.
As you guys look at Peter, you can see that his intestines are now currently hanging down between his legs. You can see that he has what appears to be multiple chunks of flesh missing from his shoulder. Of course, none of this affects him, or he even is reacting to it in a painful way, as he doesn't feel pain.
Peter, you're hanging out.
My bad. And I'm gonna start scooping it up.
Oh.
As you
Can
hear
he cover it up or something?
the sound of slop and entrails being pushed back into his flesh pocket.
You wanna help me, Sneaks?
No, I
Give me
don't.
a hand.
I don't, no.
I throw him the hand.
You are aware that your body will remain damaged until you essentially rest. It does take time, but during your moment of rest, your body will begin to regenerate and reform itself. You can make this quicker by going into stasis, which is the moment where you died. So if you submerge yourself in water, you will begin to heal faster.
Got it.
But you, of course, when you submerge yourself in water, you shut off.
You think maybe we can take this ring and use it somehow? Maybe you can trick someone into thinking that you're one of them.
I'm what? No, I'm.
You're
Do I
guilty.
look like a werewolf?
Bias, you look
They
like
don't
an
know
animal.
it's me. They don't know it was Sneaks.
You all are aware that werewolves have a very potent scent, a sense of smell. They will definitely recognize if someone's not a werewolf.
I'm just gonna toss it out the window. Just
You toss it out the window. A few more minutes go by before the speeder finally slows down and... Alright, we're here, boss.
All right. Hey, you have a great rest of your night, and I so much appreciate the free ride.
Thanks, boss. No charge, ever.
Thank you.
I'll- Do you want to move in with me?
Not at this moment. but,
Okay, I love
Ring
you.
check. I love you too, Slick.
I'm gonna get out. I don't know, is the door like jammed? Like, how's the door?
Yeah, it's definitely in shitty condition.
I'm gonna be like, try to like smash it.
As you finally pry it open and you manage to get out of the vehicle. As you all get off, you hear the sound of the speeder. Just pieces of metal hanging, glass broken, and blood still all over it. And you are also aware that this individual will almost have... they will have a recognition of what happened during this time, but the details are very fuzzy for them. It's almost like during the time of your enthrallment, they imagined themselves just having a normal car ride with you, as opposed to what just first happened.
Right.
So once the effects of your charm do wear off, they will have a very confused and rude awakening. Do you all walk into your apartment or the garage?
Yeah, I'm going right to the garage.
Follow.
I guess I'm following. I've never been to this side of town.
As the three of you make your way to the garage, you can hear the sound of the torch going off. You hear the torch stop and hear the tools being set down as you see Rick coming out from around the vehicle. You get a good look at this vehicle. It's not the car that was here last time when he was working on what looked like some sort of depot van. This is a slick red sport coupe speeder European model. It is a Anubis brand. It's one of the most exotic and expensive vehicles on the market. To an equivalent to our society, this would be like a Lamborghini if Lamborghini made an exclusive 5 model series.
Rick. I'm gonna pull it out. Got something for you.
He moves over. Holy shit, is that an A113?
This is the one that belonged to you, correct?
No,
What do you mean?
this is better.
Then those vampires are fucking idiots.
Huh. I didn't even know they had tech this good. Oh, right. As he kind of looks at it. All right, well, this is a new AI, so I don't know the coding on it, but this is military grade, man. I mean, this thing's gonna operate like a well-oiled machine. I mean, if you told this AI to kill someone, it probably will.
I very well might. I guess we'll wait till on the road. We'll find out.
Okay, well, you guys are in luck. This is gonna make the upload go a lot faster. I'll tell you what, let me install this and you guys might have time to meet your way into the first race.
I bet you Why don't I help you and we can make it super fast?
Are you good with tools?
I'm great with tools.
How are you with coding?
I'm alright. I know my way around at coding.
Okay, come on, follow me.
Abe, I gotta take care of this. And I'm gonna be like,
Grab your guts.
yeah. I can make this go quicker, but I want you to watch me just in case any of those other guys come back, and all you gotta do is just watch me. Can you do that for a little bit?
Watch you do what?
As long as I go back underwater, this healing process will kick in, and I got an idea of how I can do that.
Alright.
I'm gonna head up to my room and start filling up the bathtub.
Yeah, this will work, and you have done this before.
Yeah,
So you fill the bathtub up with water. Do you get in it?
yeah. I'm gonna submerge.
And as you
myself in it.
submerge your body goes into a form of stasis. And everything goes dark. Meanwhile, down in the garage, notice that Rick looks over towards Sneaks. Alright, go ahead, move the coupler over and just plug it in.
Alright. I'm gonna go do that.
Perfect. Oh, okay, now, cross that wire over there.
Alright.
Yep. The green one.
Right.
I thought you said you knew what you were doing.
Yeah, but I'm colorblind.
Okay. The one on your left?
This one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Move that to the right.
Okay.
The other right.
Oh.
Good. Okay. Now, start it up.
Alright.
And as you turn it... Good. This is going to take a little bit. Hey. Real quick, though.
Yeah.
What's going on with, Peter? He looked like shit. And, he looked like he was caught on fire.
Yeah, we ran into some issues on the transport back here.
I mean... Is this gonna come back on me?
No. There's no way to link the Cyberfangs to here.
Fucking Cyberfangs!
Yeah, I know. Peter, he's a... Well, I mean, like...
I don't wanna fuck with werewolves!
Well, I mean, like, you know Peter.
Especially those dust heads!
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. You know what? This is my fault. I told him I'd help him out. Okay. Listen. I like the guy.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy, a
Yeah.
little quiet, a little weird. Not as weird as that guy, but, you know.
Straight to the point. That's straight to the point, Peter. That's what we call him.
Is that what we call him?
Yeah, that's what we call him. That's his, that's our crew's nickname for him. Straight to the point, Peter.
So I'm assuming you're the driver then?
I'm not. Peter's the driver. Straight to the point.
You guys are gonna have Peter drive the...
Yeah, Peter's gonna drive.
Okay, do you not understand what this is?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Do you recognize that this is my baby, all right?
Right.
This is an Anubis model, okay? Mach 7. Her name's Skyfire.
Skyfire.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, Skyfire has the best damn pilot in the whole city.
Peter doesn't own a car.
No, but A113. The AI.
Right.
Yeah, the AI. The AI.
I'm worried that Peter's gonna destroy my car.
He's not, because AI, yeah. It'll be fine.
The AI can drive, but... Okay, all right.
Here, I am like a patron of fate. Nothing bad was going to happen to me or Scarfire.
Skyfire.
What'd I say?
Scott, give me a persuasion roll with a disadvantage die now.
What I say?
What's disadvantage?
So basically, means the 10 decimal, you're gonna roll twice.
You need to take the worst one, right?
Yep, take the worst one.
I still have that.
Okay. All right. You seem like you do this a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take your word on it. Please don't fuck me.
No.
Promise me you're not gonna fuck me.
I sneaks am not gonna fuck you.
Abe, this is honestly probably the most social interaction you've seen in quite a while, but it is a very strange sight to see a 4-foot-tall fox man speaking to what appears to be a 2-foot-tall, gray-skinned gremlin with large ears and, a welding visor and work jumpsuit on. But you see this whole interaction proceed before you finally... Okay, good.
Yeah,
Download's complete.
I told you I have experience with.
All right, so here we go. You notice that he pulls up his uni. You watch as he and wakey as you see him press the button. You hear the sound A113 initializing. A113 awaiting orders. Welcome. How you doing there, buddy? Notice there's a pause. This is not a sanctioned military operation. No, it is not. You, my friend, are in a beautiful Anubis Mach 7, and I want to make sure that you, treat it real nice, okay? So, you're going to, do what my friends tell you, specifically Peter, and you're gonna win some races. This was not the design of my primary function. It was not. You were designed to operate high-grade military flight. Correct. What I'm gonna need you to do is that, but on the ground. So just, the maneuvering and stuff is probably, you'll figure it out. You're an AI, so. He looks towards you. No. I've seen more talkative AI. This one's kind of quiet, but I mean, Peter's a quiet guy. Maybe that'll be their thing.
It'll be perfect. Let's call him Steak Sauce.
Steak sauce.
Yeah,
Why?
because it's A1. Remember, it was a really popular sauce back in.
How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
Well, I'm old.
Yeah, I know you Ninetales lived to be like 1,000 years, but
Yeah.
after 1,000 years, you guys become the whole celestial things. Mm-hmm. So you're how old are you?
About what year is it?
It's 2115.
Halfway through 3 centuries.
Okay, all right. So I don't get the joke, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Steak sauce A113. You're now known as steak sauce.
Steak Sauce.
Understood? Affirmative.
All right.
To the point. To the point. Right there.
To the point.
Okay. Where's Peter? Are you guys ready to go or what?
He's rested.
How long is he gonna need?
He didn't say.
Did he tell him when did he say when to wake him up?
He didn't.
Well, let's go wake him up.
I told you to watch me.
You told him to watch you.
I did, and he's just been down here.
I closed the door. Get his promise.
All right, we'll go inside and.
You guys go and wake up Peter. And as you do, it did take probably about 4.5 hours to download the actual program and the AI to get initialized into the vehicle. Anyways, as they come up, they do find that Peter is resting and his entrails and everything seems to have re-healed and fixed itself. You do only restore 1 health node though.
Fine about me, man.
All right, Peter, you ready to go? You ready to win some races?
You watch as he gets up, covered in water.
I'm ready to win by proxy.
That's right. And Steak Sauce is ready for you.
Steak sauce?
Yeah, that's the name of the AI.
Did it name itself that?
No, I named it that.
Jesus. I'm gonna like get all the way up, out, and start
Alright.
heading down.
You watch as he just sloppily walks down, soaking wet. As you guys all come down the stairs, you notice that Rick's out there, elbow on the car as he come out. Peter! Skyfire is ready for you.
I thought you said its name was Steak Sauce.
No, steak sauce is the AI.
Steak Sauce the AI, vehicle Skyfire. Do not fucking destroy her.
Okay.
Okay? Also, you're not getting in my car soaking wet.
Can you, like, shake off?
I'm not a dog.
Neither am I, but I shake off to dry off.
You notice he's like, go stand over there.
I'm gonna go where he's pointing.
As you move over, it seems to be some sort of paint booth. You notice that he uses his Omni, and you watch as the paint canisters get discharged, and you just see intense air being shot through the blowers. And as soon as this happens, it's like you're being almost like you're walking through a car wash air blower, and you just stand there as you guys watch his skin just rippling. Looks like a corpse. It's like a terrible scene from a movie.
I'm thinking of Greasy Strike.
I know you are. I know that's why you're laughing. And as he finally gets dried off, you see his clothes completely torn to shreds, hair a mess, skin wrinkly and sagging, waterlogged, decomposed.
Is this what you wanted, Rick? Is this...
At least you won't leave a stain.
I can't promise that.
All right. You notice he presses a few buttons on his uni. You all of a sudden feel your uni tool feel the... As soon as that happens, you see that you have the ignition key programmed ready for your uni.
Alright, looks like we're ready to go.
Do you need anything else?
No, I'm got everything that I'm gonna need.
I'm thinking about it. And don't get me wrong, but you're kind of lead suspect on all the racers getting killed, right? Or disappearing.
I mean, I guess.
Maybe we need to get him a disguise. Like a jet black helmet. Huh? 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 Rick, you got one of those?
I can, yeah, I can get you a helmet. You need a helmet?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't really need one.
Yeah, but it's to hide his face, so people don't know it's Peter.
You don't think they're going to not be able to tell by the rotting body?
That's a good point. He'll need a new outfit, too.
Abe, you bring up a valid point. Rick, do you have a whole wardrobe for our friend here?
Am I getting a goddamn makeover right now?
Peter, what size are you?
You know, I could go for a 2X. Is that a size still?
Notice that he moves.
Long sleeve, preferably.
Notice that he moves back. You hear the sound of rummaging as he's going through. Doesn't take him very long before he comes out with this red, what looks like a fire retardant flame suit. You can see it loads like what a NASCAR driver would wear. You know, it's a full jumpsuit. You know, as he kind of... It's probably going to be a little tight. It's only an XL, but...
Who is this for? Clearly you can't wear that.
I told you, Skyfire used to belong to someone. They're just not around anymore.
I understand.
Ooh,
Take it. And start.
sentimental.
Grabs out this helmet. The helmet will link up with the car. As he drops the visor, you watch as a system reads across the black visor. And it should help if, any roadblocks or any sort of dangerous elements.
Oh, it's all coming together.
I'm gonna put it on to make sure it fits.
As you put it on, it does, and you see that sheen as it begins to start pinpointing anomalies and potential threats as though you were in the vehicle.
All right, so he has the look, he has the vehicle. Now all he needs is a name.
My name's Peter.
No. You need a racer name. He needs a racer name, Abe.
I mean, I went by the Hook when I was alive. Maybe we could do something with that.
Straight to the point.
The Hook is straight to the point.
Oh, I thought you were saying...
You were being straight to the point.
Oh, yes.
Just one Peter.
Yes. We'll call him the Hook. It's the perfect disguise.
Fine by me.
As the three of you get into the vehicle, you start it up and you hear the sound of that purr and that engine roar. You whip off, and as you do, it is fast. You hear immediately AI initialization complete, and it begins to whip and turn. It's almost sickening for you and Abe, as you guys are coming up to corners, almost pushing close to 120 to 200 miles per hour, and then just making sharp drift turns. The G-forces you feel are insane as it hits corners and peels. Rick was not joking. This is a very high-end vehicle, and as you make your way down into the Undercity and you drive up and you meet to the rendezvous point at that circuit, you can see all the other vehicles lined up. They're fine, pristine street speeders, tuned, prepped, and ready for tonight's event.
I'm gonna be like, all right, steak sauce, you ready to kill some bad guys?
Mission termination. Engage.
What I like to hear.
And as soon as you get out of the vehicle, you hear the sound of that telltale horn being rung throughout the streets. You hear this signal as you see two vehicles take off. And as those cars begin to speed away, you see individuals beginning to show up, creating a crowd and a group. As soon as this happens, you notice heads begin to turn and look at that Anubis Mach 7 sheen, pristine, bright cherry red. The three of you get out of the vehicle and stare at your opposition. You realize the race is on, and that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Nice.
Very nice.
Dude, I love your. I just want to hit the car.
I want to do one of these. You know what I mean?
So, thank you guys for joining us tonight on our episode 1, The Nightlife for HellGate beta test. I'm glad we got to get a little bit of combat in there. I was worried that you guys were going to start combat with the vampires because the way you guys were acting in the session 0, you guys really seemed like, yeah, we're just going to go in there and kill all the vampires. I'm like,
Give us what we want. What they want.
They were. I was not.
yeah, I do know you were like, hey, that's kind of a dumb thing to do.
My
but
friend Sneaks told me to kill you.
but
Sneaks is the
so
ring,
how did that combat feel though? It's a little different than your conventional like D&D or how the storyteller system works.
Bit of a gamble.
It's kind of a gamble, isn't it? Yeah.
It's really nice for the resource management.
I will say that it's nice as a player that it can be up to the DM's discretion. Like when because you liked what I was doing, you're like, I'll let you do this, but at a cost.
Yeah, that's the rule of cool, but
Yeah.
there will be a more of a mechanical way to perform that. But I do know, we'll let you guys know that the sheets you guys are using are the outdated ones. but the reaction will be on a scale. So it'll go from 1 to 15. And instead of having to like write down reaction and erase reaction and write down reaction and erase reaction, you're just going to slide that reaction number that way, because it refills and goes down so often that I feel like writing it down is just it's redundant.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you guys overall like that. So it's definitely going to be fun to move into this next week as we get to start off with the races. So maybe some of the racers may be a little bit also using extra abilities. So I think we are in store for a very initial D anime racer episode next week. But thank you guys all for coming in. If you guys have any questions for us, please feel free to either send them to our NearDark Q&A email, leave them in our Discord for our After Dark. You can also leave a comment in any YouTube video, honestly, or preferably the After Dark ones. Or you can also leave us add us on Twitter. Other than that, do we have anything else we really want to go over before we end off tonight? What about thoughts for you guys? Any other thoughts about tonight's game or the HellGate mechanics in general?
I really enjoyed it. Honestly, again, overall, I really enjoyed it. It gave me, and I assume all of us, kind of free reign to kind of...
It feels more like your imagination
Yeah.
like it's more in tune to be a more visual...
When we were doing the initial like alpha testing for the stuff, we weren't sure, a lot of us, what we could or couldn't do. But this is allowing us more free reign that we know certain things that we can get away with.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it definitely helps.
No, I loved the chase scene. I thought it was very cinematic. I enjoyed how it played out. All right, so I think that's going to be it. We'll be back Sunday for our Death Attack. It'll be episode 49. And let's see here. Oh, also, if you guys aren't aware, I'm sure everyone here in the actual chat is, but we do have a Patreon that is up and running. And I currently have already ran 2 of the D&D monthly games. They have a party of 3 right now. So that party can definitely grow, and they're already contemplating possibly moving up to the canonical upgrade for that as well. We also will be making some huge upgrades to the studio here soon. Because of that Patreon, because of your guys' support, we are able to finally upgrade some of our mics. And that is a huge, huge thing when it comes to this type of content for you guys. Good, clean, clear audio, which I know we've had trouble with in the past. Trust me, I wish we could go back and erase or clean and fix all the bad audio that we've had before, but it's because of support from all of you that we're able to make these upgrades. Again, thank you all. So, as we end it off tonight, remember to always embrace the dark. Good night.